Good, good.
A lot of times when we talk to your coach and ask about big picture, Super Bowl, he always
Mm.
talks about we just want to be better today. I know that's the message he always gives you, but how difficult is it to not look ahead and think about where this team could end up in January or February?
Well, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Like he said, we want to get better today. Um, and life is about taking it each day, one day at a time, and that's what we have to do as a team. As we get started and as we get rolling, we have to take each day, one day at a time, one practice at a time, one play at a time, and we have to continue to do that from here on out.
That being said, do you still? I mean, is there talk about the Super Bowl?
We're not worried about the Super Bowl. We're not worried about the Super Bowl because what we do today will set us up for tomorrow. That's why Coach he keeps harping on taking it each day, one day at a time, because we have to make it through the day in order to get to the next one. So we have to focus on this day and and work on everything that we possibly can to make ourselves better as a team. Defense have to work on their things. Offense have to work on the things that we need to get better at. And so at the end of the day, that's what it's going to take.
Patrick Willis covering you in practice for the last year or 2.
Mhm.
What have you seen from him, and how has that gone?
Patrick, he's a hard worker. He's very dedicated to his craft. He's always competing. He wants to get better each and every day. And what I can see out of Patrick is that, some of his weakness, the weakness that he had in the past, he's gotten better at. A lot of people talked about his coverage, but to me, I think he's one of the best coverage guys as far as a linebacker I've ever seen. He's getting better and better. Why? Because he works on it. He works on it each and every day, and he's always challenging guys on our team, whether it's myself or Delaney Walker.
In that same in years past, it had been Manning, right? That you're probably going up against more.
Yeah, it was usually Manny Lawson in the past, but it seems like as the years continue to go by, Patrick is he's the one stepping up, one to take on the challenge.
And how much does that not only help you, but how much do you take pride in helping him?
Well, I know right away that I can help him because he's a linebacker, and usually guys that he go against, they're not fast like Delaney Walker or the rest of the guys that we have on this team. They're usually average speed guys, and that helps him out a lot. If he can compete against the tight end unit here, he can compete against anybody. So that's how that's how we got to approach it, and that's how we're helping him in that aspect.
Vernon, I'm guessing you've gotten asked a lot this offseason about making the catch that beat New Orleans. Have any of the rookies in here asked you what it was like, and shared that experience?
No, I usually hear people talking about it, about that game, but they never really asked me about the experience or anything like that. That question haven't risen yet.
Does it seem like that catch was a long, long time ago, or is it still so fresh in memory because it meant so much?
It seemed like it was a long time ago. It really does. Usually for me, when I have success, I usually put it in the back of my mind because, to me, I haven't did anything yet, and it's more to it than myself. It's more about the team. If I can help the team in any way, I'm all about it. I'd rather put smiles on my teammates' face than to see myself happy. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm gonna work as hard as I possibly can and do everything I can to get better each and every day.
What will it take for you to feel like you've done something?
When we, when we achieve all our goals that we want to achieve as a team, my teammates know it. I know it. We know what our goals are. So when we achieve that, then I've done something. Patrick would have done something, and we've all would have accomplished some great things that we all wanted for ourselves.
That's your roundabout vague way of saying none of us is the what we're talking about.
I mean, that's what you're saying. I didn't say you. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Vernon, in recent years, especially last year, you've been one of the main components of firepower and closeness on this offense, but also one of the few components of firepower and closeness. These new guys they bring in, receiver and running back this year, what do you see them adding to the team in that regard, of firepower and explosiveness? And are there things that you can do with these guys that you weren't able to do last year?
Well, new guy. We added a good group of guys to the team. Randy Moss, Mario Manningham, A.J. Jenkins. On the offensive side of the ball, I mean, those three guys right there. Oh, not to mention, can't forget Brandon Jacobs. I mean, they're just all tremendous talent. And they'll bring a lot to the team. They bring a lot of value. I think they'll really help us. And to me, I mean, the more help we can get, the better. The better off we'll be. You know, and I'm all about it, man. I'm extremely happy right now that we brought those guys in because I know that they will help us. You know, they will bring a lot of value to this team.
Two more guys? You personally. I mean, it seemed like last year there was you, there was Crabtree. Mm-hmm. Then defenses really didn't have to pay a whole lot of attention to anybody else in the passing game. How much will those names you just mentioned impact your game and maybe help your game?
I think it'll help. I think it'll help. It'll be a big deal because all those guys, I mean, they are extremely dangerous weapons, you know, that we will be able to use in this offense, and it will help me and Delaney out a lot. I mean, we'll probably be able to get open, you know, more than ever. I mean, that's why I say this is a great thing that we have here, you know, and I'm sure we'll help them out as well, getting those guys open like Randy and Brandon Jacobs and the rest of the Crabtree. I'm sure we can all help each other. You know, it's not just about one guy. It's not about me. It's not about Delaney. It's about all of us as a whole. So when I look at it, I think we'll be able to help each other as we move forward.
You mentioned Delaney, Vernon. Can you just talk about all he does, you know, all his different roles and jobs? You know, is it pretty unique for a tight end in your experience? What he's asked to do?
As far as Delaney?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. I mean, like Delaney, he's when I look at him, I don't look at him as a tight end. I look at him as a playmaker. He's a playmaker. He brings a lot of value to the offense as well. He's able to do a lot of different things. Why? Because he's very athletic. He can play fullback, tight end, wide receiver. He can play on special teams. So he can do a lot of great things that will help us, you know, help put us in some good situations. That's the way I see Delaney. And I visualize him as more of a playmaker than a tight end.